I'll save this for a dyer. I don't think I can get past them. Guess I should leave it for now. Made it. And there's another one of those devices. A lens. Guess I'll figure out what to do with it later. Be careful not to let this stain my hands.
Olvin can't just ignore us.
Don't need a machine in there.
Looks like this one. Oh, there it is. There it is.
What's busting your wrench?
Whoa!
Get distracted.
I see you all made it back.
Hammer and tongs. That they did, Huntress. They tell me you blasted through the problem. Lokuf here came back trembling like a twig.
Yep.
Hey!
What's important is everyone made it out. No thanks to Owen.
Have you talked to him yet?
We're on the waiting list.
Doesn't have the
Damn.
guts to face all of us at once.
We need to stick together, in case he decides to send his goons over.
You're all banged up as it is. I can deal with Owen. You don't need to stick around.
We know, you old hammer.
Just stay safe.
Good day for some foraging, wouldn't you say?
Yep. Let's see. Where else do I need to go?
Eyes up here, brother.
They won't mind if we take this. Or just borrowing it.
Chain scrape might not look like much, but our forges are first rate.
You. I know you see me. Took you long enough.
Oh, on another note.
I need to make this right.
We will. Don't worry.
I think I've had too much to drink. Is that a Nora? What's wrong with my face? So,
So, are you new to the dog?
Ooh.
Hey, you have got some serious weaponry there, don't you? You should visit the fight. You'd hammer him senseless.
We got a Steos.
you're showing that mug of yours in public again. Hope to catch you soon. Mainly damage power attacks. Well, she's more gold than anything.
Stuff for the stash.
Well, about time, you said. I'll drink you under the table anytime. Yeah, you! Nora, huh? Hammer me impressed. How fast can you go? Show me! Okay. I'm still here. You say what now? Hello there. Can't recall seeing you here before. Must be someone around here worth talking to. Almost ready to go?
You still owe me 5 shards.
Hammer and tongs. You're the first new face I've seen in a while.
Round! Don't give me that.
You know, life out here is pretty different to the claim. Smells worse, too.
Figures we'd be talking.
We are on the same side here, Ulvund. The Brit.
What do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, the choice you have.
Yep.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we
Suspicious
discuss
timing.
a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
Yep.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Yep.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Trio, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy, and
The embassy?
Yes.
Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
It's true.
once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the Whistlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place.
No duh.
Best get to it, hey? And off you go.
Easier said than done, man.
You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
Sure.
And where is this hammer now?
The burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja
Sure.
risk nothing, while demanding that good Osram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
That wasn't you.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Osram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's
Oh.
not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osram laborers of this land
Sure,
who do all
sure,
the
sure.
backbreaking work, while only the Carja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Sure.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
If Chainscape is on Karja land, shouldn't a Karja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good
Damn.
Osram folk, of course. You
Damn.
think a Carja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then. People only follow
Ooh.
you because you say so.
Damn.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscape from the beginning. I mean, I'm practically its founder. And
Nope.
its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
Very dispensable.
You said you founded Chainscape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I say.
See?
I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscape is what it is thanks to me.
Nope.
So you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little.
Look at the way he said it. It's like, not at all.
Here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working.
Sure.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
As you sit down
Just
and lay
be ready
down.
to blow the whistle. Better see what that Karja magic.
Still here, I see.
Well,
I have other places to be.
By all means, don't let me stop you.
okay.
You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous world out there, and not just against machines. Name's O'Dirk. This here's my training field. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. Say, I wonder who'd win in a fight. You, the savior of Meridian, champion of the East,
and
or the Enduring, master of the West.
still me.
The Enduring, a legendary Tanakh fighter, the master of masters. I've heard the Tanakh have training pits just like this one. It's how the warriors get so fierce, see? And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring, I should look for these training pits if I'm ever out that way?
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tanakh are split into 3 clans. 3 clans, 3 capitals, 3 training pits. My guess is you'd have to beat all of them if you want to train with the Enduring. If the Tanakh don't kill you on sight, that is. But that's a far spark in the wind. As for right now, I also offer challenges to test your fighting skill.
Who would I be fighting exactly? You?
Well, I know you're the savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools will run themselves through otherwise. You'll have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry. So, what do you say? Up for some training?
Let's try it.
I might be.
That's what I like to hear.
We don't need it, but let's go. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Yeah, you!
Finish him.
Side attacks are fast, but easily blocked. So learn to combine them with other attacks.
Uh-huh.
Break weapon blocks and do more damage. But they're slow, so your opponents might counterattack.
True.
Smash weapon blocks to really hammer an enemy with damage. But they're slow and leave you vulnerable. So pick your moment.
Yes, for sure. Hold on a sec. Where is it? Where is it? Where's it? What's up in my mom?
You did it!
Yes.
Welcome back, Savior. Here for some practice?
Nope.
Ignoring me again?
Oh there, sister!
Look at you.
Where's the challenge?
Savior, thank you for taking the time. And my condolences that you had to endure Ulvund's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Karja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way.
The only way I know about is barren light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How does blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks help Ulvund get his concession?
Look around. This may be the
I'm
Sundom.
just sitting and drinking.
Chain scrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. And with the bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction.
So meaning we gotta do your dirty work, huh?
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. He even fancies himself the founder of Chain Scrape. I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Olvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Maybe. Oh, I just found the save point without even realizing it. Okay.
Hey, Milda. Milda. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hole.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have been confused with someone else.
Olvund didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes is built for batch cooking.
Exactly.
Don't get me started on the Olvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals. No trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they like my food. Ale.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special blue griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm
You want me to go make a new dish?
Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in the scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're a hunter-gatherer, as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Smilth. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around.
Exactly.
If you say so.
Already got enough meat and bitter leaf.
Let's do that one.